What is the role of civic generosity in design? What are the obligations that are inherent in our profession in this regard? And how might it change or frame the way that we look at design moving forward?
I believe that the fundamental judgment of good architecture should be based on the building's contribution to the public realm, its generosity in supporting and enriching public life. And yet these buildings do seem to be made by architects and developers who are seeking celebrity and are driven by motives that are more exploitive than they are generous. So what's going on here? There seems to be two distinct threads, one which is exploitive and one that gives much more than it takes. The exploitive thread seems to be so evident right now in downtown Toronto, as we are caught up in this boom of private commercial condominium development, and with few means to adequately guide and channel that development towards the public good.
I'm going to be focusing on the significance of reciprocity, and in the context of the intensification of the city, it is important that adjacencies are not seen as simply unfortunate circumstances or liabilities, but rather as opportunities to enhance and improve both architecture and the public realm. And downtown we have situations, this is a building going up a 17-story blank wall, again, where things are next to each other, but they're not benefiting each other, they're actually creating a problem. Ultimately, it's a sense of reciprocity between building and building and site that creates places which play a dignified and lasting role for the building's occupants and for the wider community.
My partner David Kalusi and I established Workshop Architecture in 2010, and we work for public and commercial clients, but we work also proactively, not just kind of responding to clients, but identifying problems, what we call architectural activism. And the two areas of practice, the kind of the client-driven area as well as the kind of more activist area, each inform the other. So it makes us, we hope, to be a firm that's grounded with some social underpinnings and theoretical ideas, but also grounded in practice. For all of us, there are times when the attention is generous, and I think kind of going back to that New Year's resolution idea, is like we kind of intend to be really generous and create the best product we can. But the results don't always match up, and maybe we should kind of be more honest about that, I think, as designers.
So I'm going to speak about generosity in terms of balance. And as heritage architects, we have a little bit of experience understanding, adapting, and reusing little old buildings, streets, and larger communities. Could you do it on a scale of an outpour community, of a rural community? And it's certainly something that we would have to consider in cities as well. And if in a place like Newfoundland, where they go from having thousands of these rural outpour communities, understanding what risk their economies have been in, it was a very clear issue to understand. Well, look, there will not be thousands of these in 100 years. And one of the things we speak about right away is having a diverse economy within small communities. And could we be at risk in a place like Toronto in developing a mono economy? And I think you just looked at recent numbers about what's happening in Ontario in terms of our manufacturing dropping. What is this place that we're creating?